Also the news that is just in after the Supreme Court held Mallya in contempt, now legal news tightens in the UK as well. The next hearing on his extradition has been fixed for May 17th. This is the second hearing in extradition case. Mallya had received bail in previous hearing. Today's Supreme Court order will help the Indian government in legal battle in UK to extradite Mallya to India as well. My colleague Anusha is joining us, also waiting for Lavina to be with us in just a bit from London. But Anusha, this is a double whammy that we're looking at Vijay Mallya. Take us through how the Supreme Court's order today will help India's case.
So, Divina, this is the contempt of court. It's not a mere notice or a summon. The court has found him guilty of contempt of court. The second step that the court is suggesting is that Mallya will have to appear in person in July 2017. If he does not appear in person, the court will go ahead and give him sentencing. What is also interesting to note is, under the rules of the Supreme Court of India, there is no maximum punishment or minimum punishment for the contempt of court. The court is free to give a sentence as it wishes and deems proper and fit. So far, Mallya has been declared a proclaimed offender. So far, Mallya has been summoned by various courts, trial courts in the country, but never has he been convicted of an offence. Contempt of court is an offence in this country, especially by the Supreme Court of India. Now, if the Supreme Court goes ahead, considering the fact that he does not appear on 10th of July, he will be sentenced further. Now, that will be the first time Vijay Mallya will not face summons, but a sentence from none other than the top court of the country. And in that case, that just makes it more stronger. The case in UK for extradition of Mallya becomes more stronger if he does not appear and the court goes ahead and gives him a sentence.
All right, be with me, Anusha, because Lavina is joining us as well from London. Now, Lavina, take us through the fact after the Supreme Court has observed this stringent observation against Vijay Mallya. The extradition hearing is on May 17th in London. How is Mallya's case shaping up? Because we understand that CBI and ED team were in London to help the solicitor, UK solicitor as well in Mallya's case.
Yes, they were talking to the Crown prosecutors here and briefing them about the case and giving them documents, helping them to form an argument. Now, Avantika, as I hear what Anusha has said and what Supreme Court has said, we would need to take the legal opinion, but as of now, I just feel that July 2017 appearance at the Supreme Court is very unlikely unless this hearing is sorted out on the 17th, which is the first extradition hearing. What he had was a preliminary hearing as a result of arrest, a warrant of arrest, and he was given bail. So this is the first real extradition hearing that will be held on the 17th of May. And it is quite unlikely that between May and July, an extradition case as complex as that of Mallya versus India could be sorted out. And so if it means sentencing, if it means what Supreme Court has done is contempt of court, it could go the other way as well. That could be used by the defense, which is Mr. Mallya, to say that...
Okay,
right,
so May 17th, Lavina, as you're pointing out...
India.
Right, May 17th, as you're pointing out, is the extradition hearing in London. July 10th is when the deadline has been given by the Apex Court. GVL Narasimhan of the BJP also joining us. Thank you for speaking to India today. Now, we understand that the government has sent CBI and ED team in London to ensure that proper case is made against Mallya. But how hopeful is the government of presenting the new evidence that's come to light as well, with Supreme Court passing this order to get Mallya back in India?
No, there is already mounting a mountain of evidence against Mallya, and it would not be difficult for the government, though it's a time-taking process. And today's order of the Supreme Court further limits Mallya's options. Eventually, he will have to face law in India, and if he does not honor the orders of the Supreme Court, I think he will have to face even more hardships than what he would otherwise do. And there are already non-bailable warrants issued against Vijay Mallya, and the more he delays in obeying the orders of the Apex Court, the greater would be the legal troubles for Mallya going forward.
But sir, here is a point of question as well, which the opposition has been asking, that given the fact he was a defaulter, he got a golden parachute exit in the Diageo deal, and then he was allowed to leave the country, and that's where the government needs to be questioned as well.
I think this is the perpetrators of this scam, the Congress party, having treated him like a son-in-law of the Congress party, given him thousands of crores of money without a proper security, have not really given even permission to the bank to really proceed against him in a debt recovery tribunal. I think these are not people who can really raise questions. The people of the country know the Congress was a partner in this crime of corruption which was perpetrated by Vijay Mallya. And people also know it's only because of this government's effort that Mallya was arrested and is completely cornered today.
So are we looking at some Mallya being brought back to the country? Supreme Court has said that he needs to appear before the court on July 10th. Is that a deadline that the government will be working under?
No, government doesn't really follow any such guidelines. It is this honorable court has directed Vijay Mallya, and as I said, if he doesn't obey the orders of the court, he should expect absolutely no mercy from court, and his return to India is assured. There is no question of him getting away, and he will only face the full wrath of the law if he doesn't really honor even the orders of the Supreme Court.
All right, appreciate you joining us, sir, this morning on India.